My name is Mary Rinder, and I'm a member of the Euclid United Methodist Church for many, many years. And I've been a very active part of the Green Action Team since it was founded about 7 years ago, maybe. And one of the major calls of the United Methodist is their stewardship of their time and their money and their energy and their gifts and service, and also stewardship of all creation. That's what the God has given us as part of our mandate, and we take this very seriously. And as a result, the Green Action Team spent the last year coming up with sustainability policies and procedures so that we can consciously think about what we are doing and purchasing and how we are doing things in our building and when we are out in service in other parts of creation. So this is through a lot of hard work and thought, we came up with this policy and procedure manual. And so I would like to share a few brief points about that with you right now. So we divided this into several different categories, and the first one is in the worship, education, and office supply area. And a lot of these are things that you might have thought of before. I'll try and point out some of the little bit more unusual things. And what we are doing now is using e-blasts as opposed to much paper announcing and newsletters. They are always available for the people that do not have computers yet. And to not use things like craft foam and wax crayons, if at all possible, during our church go program. Those are some things that do not go back into the earth. And then things in the worship area would include purchasing of pyramids investments that are from earth-friendly materials, hopefully buying local or from worker-friendly artisans that are getting fair wages in their countries of origin. We use candles made from beeswax as opposed to the petroleum-based products, and we always offer gluten-free materials during communion and grape juice as possible. When having events at the church, we are encouraging people to use foods that don't have chemical additives, such as organic choices as much as possible, and to use more fruits and vegetables as opposed to meats, where we would suggest using meat as a flavoring, just a small additive as opposed to large chunks of meat being used in our food. And we support local farmers markets, gardening in the home, and CSAs, and we do have farmers markets here during the winter time when materials, foods from the area are harder to come by, but we still want to support the local farmers. As far as recycling and the waste stream, we're trying to work as consciously as possible to decrease the amount that goes into the landfill. We have joined the village's composting. It's kind of more of like an industrial composting program, and so that can take food scraps, yard waste, anything, as we say, that once was alive. So things that were made from trees, things that come from animals, animal products, plants, all vegetation. And that we're starting to use also compostable plates and dishes. There is also silverware available, so as much as possible, when we have church events, we are trying to use those. We've been using cloth napkins for years and use those over and over. And then we're trying with some of the other organizations. I happen to also work with the homeless shelter, and they do meals overnight, and some of the other volunteers help me go through the garbage, and we pull out everything that is compostable and separate that overnight while we're working, and then take that out to the can that goes for the compost. We also do all the other regular recycling that is available throughout our village, and also some unusual things like eyeglasses, cell phones, things like that that can be recycled into other products or parts taken out of them that can be reused again for resources. And of course we do different kinds of office recycling of the cartridges and toners. We also try to, whenever we have any metal waste that's going out, to make that go into the scrap metal areas of our in the area within a few miles from us, so that we don't put those materials in the landfill also. And you've heard already throughout the rest of this video about the energy use and the changes that we have made to use renewable resources for that, so I won't go over any of that, but that is a continuing goal, that we would always look at renewable resources whenever considering anything new or replacing something, or have new ideas of things that we want to do. Another major area is the water use, and to be good stewards of the gift of water, which is a very limited resource on this planet, and we know that's going to be the cause of many disputes in the ongoing future. So we're gradually using more drought-resistant and native plants on the church grounds, and replacing some of the ones that were just the ornamental flower type things that we had already planted earlier, replacing them gradually. And we are looking at doing something about disconnecting our downspouts that are currently around the building. And so that was our current study is going on regarding how we are going to change the runoff water from our building. Most of the other things we've already done, some of the ones with in the plumbing, as far as the small plumbing things in the church, where we've added aerators or have lower flow toilets. To protect the environment for the people that come and go from the building as well, we've been encouraging use of environmentally friendly cleaning products, and with also ones that you can make yourself, very simple ones that clean just as well as commercial products for pennies on the dollar. And so we control that, and the maintenance staff has been doing very well using all these products currently. And along with that, with the indoor air quality, we have been changed our ventilation system so that we get fresh air circulating throughout to maintain that environment indoors. And then we're also again watching the VOCs, volatile organic compounds, that we use, and limiting the types of, say, paint that we use, and we've been doing that for many years. In the last area, or regarding that also, we've declared a scent-free building, which means that we're asking people not to use bodily fragrances that are very strong and can cause some people to have allergic problems. And the last area that we looked at and have established some guidelines for is use of nature indoors and out. And we are trying to encourage people to bring plants for flowers instead of using the cut ones that have been so traditional in churches over many years. And also then again, outdoors, we're trying to put in more trees, more natural things that would have been growing in Illinois as an original prairie community. So thank you very much.